Good evening, students. Yesterday we have done model of evaluation of training, and in this we have done Hamlin's model of evaluation of training and development. Right. Today we shall be doing Kirkpatrick design of evaluation. Now Kirkpatrick evaluation design suggests 4 logical steps. So like Hamling, he has also given certain steps. Number 1 is reaction. Reaction means how well did the trainee like the program. Now this is a kind of feedback taken from the trainees or the participants, those who have participated in the training program. So indeed, their reaction or feedback, as you can say, would be of prime importance. And Kirkpatrick, he emphasized that the very first thing to do is take the feedback from the trainees. So how well did the trainees like the program? Because they are the main end stakeholders, you can say, in a training program. Because the trainees are the main end user, or you can say the beneficiary of a training program. So naturally their reaction, their feedback is very important. Then according to Kirkpatrick, second is learning. What principle, fact, technology are learned? So first we have taken the reaction from the trainees, whether or not they have liked the program or not. And secondly, what principle, facts, techniques are learned. So these are the inner things of any training program. There are certain principles, there are some facts, technologies. So whatever learning has taken place, that is to be ascertained. The first feedback, then what learning has taken place, that is to be known. And the third is behavior. What changes in behavior resulted from the program? Now the third step is behavior. So now it talks about what changes in behavior resulted from the program. So now obviously this you can say is the manifested behavior. After you learn something, you have gone through a particular training program. Now there will be certain changes, and those changes will be reflected in the way you work in your work setting. So your behavior says this is the third step as per Kirkpatrick, and that will be reflective of what changes in behavior resulted from the program. So we are taking a scenario where pre-training period, what was your behavior, and post-training period, are there any changes in your behavior or not? By behavior we mean you can say the interaction with other people also, and your work behavior also. What has been your attitude, how diligently now you are working for your job, all these things taken together. So that is a reflective of whether or not, since this is a Kirkpatrick has given this evaluation process. So under this third, he is saying that whether or not there are certain obvious changes in the behavior of the person or not who has undergone a particular training. And the fourth is students' result. What are the tangible results of the program in terms of reduced cost, improved quality, etc. Now, right from starting, what is the reaction, whether you have liked or disliked or whatever of a trainee, then learning, what kind of learning has taken place, whether or not there is changes in the behavior, and fourthly, the fourth step is the end result, that actually what is the output of the training, and that can be measured as it has been seen written here, reduced cost. Reduced cost means how to manage the cost, and it obviously, if it is a manufacturing unit, let's say manufacturing any product, so the reduced cost definitely has a direct bearing on efficient management of the machine and the human skills. And by that I also mean stopping the wastage of material and minimizing the scrap, right? तो अगर हम स्क्रैप वगैरह रिड्यूस करेंगे, कॉस्ट अपने आप मिनिमाइज हो जाएगी, यानी वेस्टेज को रोकेंगे. वो वेस्टेज किसी भी तरह का रिसोर्स है, उसकी वेस्टेज को अगर हम रोक पाएंगे, सो दैट विल बी रिफ्लेक्टेड इन द reduced cost. And this reduced cost is why? Because the person is better trained, he is more efficient in his working, he is able to manage the system and the process more efficiently, resulting in reduced cost, right? Then improved quality, another aspect of the same. If it is a production based unit, then actually improve quality of the product, right? Less errors in manufacturing, or wastage is minimized, or less number of redundant products. Redundant I mean जब क्वालिटी चेक होता है तो हो सकता है 99% हो, पहले 80% रहा हो, अब 90% क्वालिटी हो गई है. 90% मतलब 10% वेस्टेज है, यानी कि 10% प्रोडक्ट हमें क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस का जो डिपार्टमेंट होता है उसने डिसअप्रूव कर दिया, यानी 100 में से 10 बेकार हो गए, 90 प्रोडक्ट अप्रूव हो गए. तो वहां पे इंप्रूव क्वालिटी, अगर क्वालिटी इंप्रूव होगी तो क्वालिटी चेक हमने स्टैंडर्डाइज कर रखा है. तो वहां जहां पहले क्वालिटी मेजर को 100 में से 80 पास होते थे, अब 95 पास हो रहे हैं, 98 पास प्रोडक्ट पास हो रहे हैं. तो दैट शोज द हाउ एफिशिएंटली यू आर वर्किंग अपॉन इन योर जॉब एरिया एंड हाउ एफिशिएंटली यू आर मिनिमाइजिंग द कॉस्ट एंड इंप्रूविंग क्वालिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट एंड देयर बाय क्रिएटिंग अ मोर मार्केट फॉर द कंपनी and more customers for the company, and it means more market for the company. And if there is more market for the company is going to gain more of profit, and if there is going to be more of profit, every stakeholder is going to be affected by that, and every stakeholder is going to get benefited through that. So this was all about your after the first one, this was your second Kirkpatrick's, and the third one is wars. Now, Peter Warr was another scientist who experimented on the this training method evaluation, right? So, evaluation of training. So, Warr gave a framework of evaluation for evaluating a training in an organization. He suggested a formula called as SIPO framework of evaluation. What does this mean? According to Warr, the training evaluation is carried on before, during and after the training. Of course, पहले ट्रेनिंग से पहले तैयारी देखी जाती है, ड्यूरिंग ट्रेनिंग ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है, और आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग के इफेक्ट्स भी नापे जाते हैं. अ ट्रेनिंग स्पेशलिस्ट देयरफॉर शुड कलेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन राइट फ्रॉम द स्टार्ट, बिफोर द बिगिनिंग ऑफ अ ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम. क्या अरेंजमेंट है, क्या नहीं है, ठीक है, किस प्रकार के ट्रेनिंग हैं, ये सारी बातें, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ट्रेनिंग डू वी हैव, all this kind of information are to be gathered by the specialist, training specialist, during the training also and after the training also. What are the support system from the organization in order to make the trained people more effective in their work setting. So Warr gave this concept of SIPO. C का मतलब है बच्चों context evaluation. It means obtaining and using information about the current operational context, that is about individual differences and organizational deficiencies, right? So context evaluation में किस पृष्ठभूमि में, कहने का मतलब है हमारी ट्रेनिंग चलेगी या चलने वाली है, किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में. कॉन्टेक्स्ट ये है कि इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंसेस एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल डेफिशिएंसी. इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंसेस मतलब अलग अलग लोगों की क्षमताओं में क्या डिफरेंस है, कितना ज्यादा वेरिएशन है, कि भाई कोई 20% है तो कोई 80% है, ऐसा तो नहीं है. यानी कि देयर आर वास्ट एनोमलीज इन दी कैपेबिलिटीज ऑफ द पीपल, ऐसा तो नहीं है. तो कॉन्टेक्स्ट को इवैल्यूएट करना बहुत जरूरी है. किस प्रकार के ट्रेनीज के इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंसेस हैं, कोई बहुत टॉपर है, कोई बिल्कुल फेलियर है, इस तरह तो नहीं है. सो दोज वेरिएशंस आर टू बी टेकन इनटू अकाउंट इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट. दूसरा है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डेफिशिएंसीज. ट्रेनिंग में भले ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भेज रहा है, बट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की अपनी अंदरूनी कमियां क्या है, वो भी कॉन्टेक्स्ट को दर्शाता है कि किन परिस्थितियों में. कॉन्टेक्स्ट इवैल्यूएशन का मतलब हिंदी में अगर हम बोले तो इसका मतलब सिंपली इट मीन्स कि किस पृष्ठभूमि में ये ट्रेनिंग कराई जा रही है, कि लोगों की कैपेबिलिटी में क्या डिफरेंसेस है और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की अपनी खुद की क्या खामियां हैं, कमियां हैं. इस पृष्ठभूमि में इसको भी यानी कि एक इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट माना है वॉर ने, पीटर वॉर ने, कि भाई खाली ट्रेनिंग कराने से नहीं होगा, कॉन्टेक्स्ट का भी इवैल्यूएशन करना जरूरी है कि क्या लेवल है इंडिविजुअल पार्टिसिपेंट जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के मेंबर्स हैं उनका, और साथ ही साथ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की अपनी खुद की क्या कमियां हैं उनको नजरअंदाज हम नहीं कर सकते. तो हमें कॉन्टेक्स्ट का भी इवैल्यूएशन करना पड़ेगा. सो वी विल एंड ओवर हियर, वी विल फर्दर कंटिन्यू इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर.